Hey, welcome back to MVP Hot Wheels. It's Diesel Mac, and I have in front of us a couple of different Ferraris, different castings, although they share somewhat the same name, which starts to make it extremely confusing, especially if you're a collector. So I'm going to go over that and some of those differences. So we'll start with what was the original release, was called the Race Bait 308. Look just like this one, where you've got this body here. You see where the base pokes through the front of the body and holds it in place, and then you have a rear rivet. That is the normal release, or the early release of this. It was called Race Bait 308, and then it was called Quik Trick, and then Street Beast, and then Ferrari 308, and then it got a little bit of a change. So it's got a lot of different names for it. And that's the first part of the casting. The second casting, the base does no longer poke through the front of it. So you have a Ferrari 308 here. The rest of this seems pretty close to the same. Some very minor differences. Here you can see the base, or the back of it, still looking pretty close to the original release of it. So there is kind of those differences. You can see that here on the front. But then they also called this the 308. So if you look on the Quicksilver package that this one actually right here would have came in, you'll see it says Ferrari 308, and it's completely different. But most of people identify this as a 328 GTB, but it wasn't named that, so it starts to make it super confusing. I was doing the video and I was thinking about that. I think I named this wrong because I thought I saw a different name, but never in a package have I seen anything called a 328 GTB. The Quicksilver package obviously has that name on there, and if you look at the back of the track system pack that these red ones came in, I got one here because I'm putting them on the website. You'll see even on the back of those packages it says Ferrari 308 with respect to licensing with Ferrari and stuff like that. So it calls it Ferrari 308 on there as well. There are obviously differences, so we'll kind of look at this. They were all plastic bodies for the 328s, or the newest 308 edition. Back here you can kind of see this little hump coming down on the back there. The little grill pieces here are separate, or a part of, casted as part of the body, whereas they're part of the interior on that one. If we look at the back, you can see we've got a little bit different of a back, not much difference there. You can see this, little lip hanging down that isn't on there. Obviously this is a Power Command base, as these started out as Power Command cars. So you can see those differences with that as well. But this has, the two rivets, because this doesn't come up through the body. And then the front end here, we have some differences as well. So in the system, unfortunately, because I use what Mattel puts out, you're going to have Ferrari 308, and all of these cars are going to come up. If you select Street Beast, these should come up. So I think I got to work on the developers to make sure only the first castings come up, and I would prefer only this one. But I don't have this as a different casting number, but I probably should change it. Just because it is kind of a major difference in the casting, and then that way it'll separate it that way, I guess. And with the MVP numbers, although my ultra hot buddy is going to be a little upset at that because he doesn't like me changing those numbers too much. But that's all right. Trying to make it as easy as possible for everybody to find those cars. So what was Mattel thinking with naming this the Ferrari 308? If most people identify it as the 328, I understand the changes in this, right? This one went back all the way back to the 70s as Race Bait 308. You got some new name changes when the Ultra Hots came out for Quik Trick and Street Beast, although Street Beast is another controversial name for me because that was used on a lot of different cars, so that'll probably be a what was Mattel thinking video all in it of itself. So we'll get into that. And then we've got this newer casting, and some people call this the 308 GTB. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, it's kind of crazy. I'm not sure why they would do that. I think there was a better, naming scheme for it. They could have left this with the older 3 names, gave the 308 GTB a new name with the updated casting, and then switched it over to 328 GTB. Again, there's only 1 car and package with a name on it, except for, unless you want to count the Ferrari 5, or the Track System 5 pack. And it only says it on the back. It doesn't really say it, it doesn't have the name of the cars for the most part. It just talks about licensing in that regard. But so let me know what you think about that. And put that down in the comments. I am adding all of the Ferrari 328 GTBs or 308s. This particular casting of it on the website now. So I just gotta get pictures of it. I'll get pictures of the Power Command cars as well and get those on there. So I think that's the second iteration of those that I have on there. So you can check them out on the website. I'll put links down in the description down below as I get them built out, and you can see them on the website also. And then we're at 477 subscribers, working our way to 500 to give away that Leo Ford Escort. Yeah, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll keep thinking of ideas for what was Mattel thinking. So this is episode 2, and let me know how you feel like this went. And if you have any other ideas on things that you would like to see in that regard of what was Mattel thinking, I'll see if I can come up with a video and create it for you guys as well. So thanks for watching, guys. All right, bye.